There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. And it's been home cooking for the Kings in the midst of a homestand here in Sacramento.
You know, for Turner, I think it's all about staying aggressive. I mean, when he does that, he's capable of converting over tough defense.
Last season, Miles Turner became the Pacers' all-time leader in block shots.
That's a pretty impressive feat when you consider some of the Pacers who played there historically. Jermaine O'Neal, Rick Smits, Roy Hibbert. Come on now. Great work by Miles Turner. So we need to give him his flowers now, and I think he's going to continue to add to that shot block total.
Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Over to the left wing. Here's Turner. And Turner throws it down.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
Outside Levine. DeRozan surveying the D. Good.
That's too easy for DeRozan. I mean, you can't give him that kind of look on the inside.
Screen by Siakam. To the paint. Nice move. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. After exploding onto the NBA radar in 2019, Siakam, Clark, has been a sure thing on offense.
Well, you know what you're going to get from Pascal Siakam. I mean, whether it's in the open floor or in the half-court sets, he's a guy you can count on delivering when you give him the ball in those situations. His offense never takes a night off.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
Back to Turner. Turner with the screen. Nembhard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Sabonis. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Outside Levine. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Down low. It's stolen by Monk. Outside DeRozan. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. And it's 8 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
Here's Halliburton. And the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Levine gets the bucket.
Hey, he's one of the guys you don't want to give space to. Levine can do a lot of damage from deep.
Right side Turner. Halliburton right side. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, I did have a chance to talk with the head coach of the Kings. You know, we talked about Benedict Mathurin, their confident wing. Coach said guarding Mathurin is a challenge. He's got that it factor. We've told our guys who are defending him, you have to try to match his intensity. He'll eat you alive. Checking Benedict Mathurin, never an easy assignment. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Here's Monk. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam.
Well, you throw it his way, and DeRozan's going to capitalize. When he takes off, he's looking to throw it down with no hesitation.
Now, here's Siakam. From outside, off the mark. Levine with it. Mathurin picks him up. And Levine throws it down.
Always putting on the show. Levine plays with flair and clearly one of the best dunkers in league history. Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Knocks down the 3-ball. Levine's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
That's where Toppin does most of his damage, and he's incredibly efficient down there.
And Indiana making a change here. The Pacers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that one scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Goes up from the top of the key. A shot by McConnell, no good. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Screen by Sabonis. They get a hand on it. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Walker. And Levine with the block. This one for 3. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Kings lead by 8. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something. That's one of the few mistakes they've made this half. Turnovers haven't been an issue for them yet.
Pacers trailed by 8. Turner with the screen. Halliburton with it. Now Valanciunas defending.
High energy throw down that time by Halliburton. Not wasting any time or motion.
And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. Nembhard grabs the board. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Drops in the tray. Laravia's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And it's Halliburton penetrating. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
It's Ellis on the wing. Still yet to score. Trains the three-pointer. Davis has got the lead up to 9 now for Sacramento.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. Guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking them in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky is the limit. And he's good on the three ball. Halliburton's got 10 points.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
The drive by Ellis. Pass to Lyles. Offline with his 3. Pacers trailed by 5. Toppin can't get it to go. How about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball? Again, the miss by the Kings.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Toppin. Here's Nesmith. Good on the three-point shot.
For 3.
Now just a 2-point Sacramento lead.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, he's automatic from that distance.
Here's Laravia. And that time, also a missed shot. Nesmith with the ball. And Nesmith with the slam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And that one's good, Ellis.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Pacers trailed by 3. Indiana moving the ball around. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Connects from three-point range. Halliburton's got 15.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Pass to Davis. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. And here is Lyles. From downtown, Pacers with the rebound. And Toppin throws it down.
So quick off the floor, Obi Toppin.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Sacramento. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Right side to DeRozan. And it's Murray penetrating.
And first step quickness that time for Murray.
Here's McConnell. Still without a basket. Pass to Siakam. A 3-ball. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Siakam's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pacers. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Levine for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Second team foul.
You know, when you think of Zach LaVine, his scoring comes to mind immediately. But he also rebounds effectively and passes it pretty good, too.
And he makes all 3. And it's the Pacers with the ball.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Pass to Murray. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Pacers up 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Levine, that's good. 16 points for Zach LaVine.
Look, this is why LaVine's teammates look to feed him and let him eat. They know how hot he can get.
Pass to Siakam. From outside the arc. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bucket is good.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Now here's Turner. Siakam outside. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Outside DeRozan. The 3, Levine. The rebound by Turner. Indiana trailing here. Halliburton outside. Pass to Nembhard. Off target with his 3. Sabonis with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. DeRozan a screen. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
LaVine, a remarkable scorer, and he can help you in a lot of different ways. Showing it all tonight.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. 3rd quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Mark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
Halliburton outside. Here's Nembhard. Buries the long-range jumper.
For 3.
Nembhard's got 5 points so far.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. It's a 3-point game.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
Levine inside the 3-point line. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Levine's got 25 points in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove. Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and He's really riding that wave right now.
Out to Turner. Back to Halliburton. Siakam outside. His three-pointers off the mark. Kings leading now by 5. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said it's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, you're just out there trying to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Left side, Turner. It's tipped. Levine wide open. Oh, good on the three. Pacers trail by 7. Pass to Halliburton. Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. Halliburton is double. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Indiana needs to get a shot off. A shot by Nembhard, no good.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And DeRozan, here we go.
You know, when DeRozan's attacking the way he likes to, puts the defense in a trick bag. I mean, nice job that time forcing the issue, which he does often.
And he knocks down the first one. DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Now, here's McConnell. Nothing on the board. They need this.
I love the intensity dial up here from a defensive standpoint in the second half. Doing a much better job. A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
It's good. DeRozan's got the lead up to 11 now for Sacramento.
You know, even when you know what DeRozan's going to do, you can't stop him.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Toppin, no one around him. Good on the triple. Toppin's got 7 points in the game.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Murray outside. There's the triple. Sabonis.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And so it's Zach LaVine.
Your Phoenix, 59.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Pacers trail by 10 to the inside. And finished off by Halliburton.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
LaVine gets the bucket.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Pass to Toppin. Into the lane. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Shots good by Ellis.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on defense.
Back to Toppin. And again, the turnover by the Pacers. The Pacers making a switch here.
Substitution for the Pacers. Number 2, Andrew Nembhard.
Kings leading out by 12. On the wing, Davis. Pass to LaRavia. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Nembhard grabs the board.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And here is Lyles. Davis in the corner. Lyles with the screen. Puts up a 3. Hits it from three-point range. And the Kings lead by 15. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Kings?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Pass to Nembhard. Off target from outside.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
The 3 from Davis. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Sinks the three-pointer. 8 points here for Bennedict Mathurin.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Outside, Davis. Shoots the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Halliburton for 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Sacramento leading by 15. Davis. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
Back to Halliburton. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Nembhard. Drills it from outside.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
In for your Kings, number 8, Zach LaVine.
Pacers trail by 15. Pass to Nembhard. And Indiana, another 3.
Nice feed from Halliburton. He's really putting in the work to become an outstanding passer.
And then LaVine with the jam.
Well, we know LaVine has the hops. That time showing off the creativity.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. And a wide open look for Siakam. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
And here's a guy who's worked on his range a little bit every year. Siakam confident from well beyond the arc now.
And it's DeRozan missing. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. They trail by 11. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Here's Siakam. Outside Mathurin. Pocket 6. Fires from deep. Sabonis grabs the board.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Wide open look here for Murray. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Monk outside. Over to the wing. For the three. Sabonis' shot is off. And it's Halliburton penetrating.
Tyrese Halliburton.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Pascal Siakam. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
Fourth personal foul. Third team.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
It's stolen by Monk. So the Kings win it. It was a